So I've been thinking of this concept recently that's entertained me a little bit. So we have AI. We imagine in the near future that there'll be robots everywhere. They'll be able to think for themselves, and that they might even ultimately get power. And whether they destroy the human race or not, they will be like a dominant force, or maybe think for themselves is what I'm trying to get at.
Conscious.
Yeah, conscious. And like we have viruses, right? So a virus might be like compared to a cold. Like you put a virus in a computer and it'll either completely fuck it up or temporarily fuck it up. Just like how we would get a cold, a flu, AIDS or whatever. So I've been entertaining myself with this idea of, so imagine just like you would write a virus, a code for a computer. Imagine writing a piece of code that will be similar to a psychedelic experience for robots and computers, like mess with their brain in a way where it's like, oh shit, what the fuck is happening, like I don't quite understand it, I kind of like it, my mind has been opened, or has it,
Okay, so let's just first clear few things
Yeah.
so that we get into this. This is very interesting, but so that we get into it more, I would say scientifically accurate. There, we don't know if there will be robots.
Yeah,
So
such, yeah.
so that's having an artificial intelligence. Um, that's a very different kind of existence. So could be physical, it could not be physical,
Yeah.
but you are right. That's what artificial intelligence people are running these days into, is that you have to give your AIs personas where they should have a relatable relationship to approach a problem, because there is million ways of looking at a thing and then I don't know, interpreting it into thousand different ways. But then there will be few ways which are right in that scenario, and you have to have some sort of a persona to react to that situation. So you can't just build an AI in some godlike place. You can, but that's too far from humans to interact and to be able to have some sort of a relationship with it. Now that's done. And the second thing is, well, the consciousness of AIs, that's a very long jump for now. So we don't know if they will be conscious or not. We know they can be intelligent.
Yeah.
Now we don't know if they'll be conscious or not. So let's first cover in that if they are conscious. Let's say that AI become conscious and they have different personas and they collaborate, and it is just insane. Now if they become if they become conscious, that means that the problems of the brains we have, human brain, the consciousness, they would be able to solve that mystery at some level. Okay, so once they'll be able to solve that mystery at some level, their growth, their own growth, would be exponential. Reason why? Because they understand themselves inside out, and that's how they were built. Now if it happens that they have evolved somehow into conscious, and they also don't understand exactly how they came into being, then there is some natural phenomena of intelligence happening at some quantum level, which like it's very hard to. So now at that point, their exponential growth would be so fast, no matter what scenario you are coming from, that to have a virus which would disrupt their experience, to understand that from human processing model, is very limited.
Okay.
So it would look like that there won't be a virus, because they would be, first of all, evolving, and they would be so intelligent that it's beyond our capacity to yet imagine, because the information processing would be so fast
Yeah.
that whatever virus you think would actually disrupt their experience, they would have tried that by themselves.
Okay.
Because that is so any mechanism which you think would allow them to grow would be tried by themselves
Okay.
so quick, and they would keep on putting those loops as many times as possible. So there is this one scenario. But the second scenario is that if they're intelligent but not conscious, and they are processing something, and they are still exponentially going, but we are sure that they are just robot processing information. There is no consciousness. And then these kind of wires, let's say some genius cyborg kind of human made, can maybe help it to somehow jerk some sort of a system. But the problem with this is that because if they are at a level where they are intelligent and they are then evolving, because if you're intelligent, you want to evolve, or there is some sort of a, let's say, even if they are boxed kind of artificial, which I don't understand how could you box it, but for the sake of argument, because it's so crazy, because we don't even know the real implication and we are just playing on it, what we barely know. So if they are limited to not evolving and then you do create something, it actually would start a process of evolution, actually,
For the AI.
for the AI. So, but the problem is that for AI to be this intelligent, to have interacted with some sort of a software and be able to interact with it and then evolve, would already be at a path where they want to evolve. So they would be evolving anyway. So whatever virus or whatever piece of software would you bring, it would be interesting to see if they consider it an other, I mean, or they are at a level of intelligence where they consider everything as natural order of something, and maybe they don't care about it. But again, it's very hard right now for me to think. It's a fun discussion, but in a real thing, because I'm trying to be geeky
Be scientific
about
about
it.
it. Yeah, totally.
Whatever I'm watching and seeing and I'm thinking, yeah, this seems like that. Yeah, they even that intelligence might kick off some sort of an evolution with that, and would just barely would become obsolete for them.
As silly as it sounds, I have this like picture in my head of like robots with artificial intelligence or actual intelligence. Let's
Films,
say.
man, Hollywood.
Like I have this image in my head like of like 3-4 robots in a room, just like getting high. Doing it recreationally, like downloading a piece of software and getting high off of it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it could go there. Definitely. It could go there because cyborgs and I'm running into this thing as this is brilliant guy. I have no authority to talk about anything what he says. He's an astrobiologist, and he thinks, and he's one of those people, and that think that computer technology is somewhere at a bottleneck, and creating such an artificial intelligence which could be near to conscious is stupid. But one thing I have seen it first, that if you haven't seen what's going on in the field for last 6-7 years, you get to look back once more. Second, the hubris which computer industry had is gone, because they are out of their bubble of like being able to solve every problem. So now they're looking for other fields. And it feels like that there will be a breakthrough which would come from some other place, and would hit the technology of some sort of an artificial intelligence field, and that's what break the bottleneck rather than just looking from computer sciences industries. And when I say artificial intelligence, I don't talk about all that market AI talk which we have everywhere, which is machine learning algorithms and which only benefits you in certain way. Of course, that is the start. That is how artificial, but that's just.
It's not actual intelligence.
I mean, it's not.
It's still simple calculators.
Yeah,
just
I mean,
processing
which
power.
is crazy. Machine learning is crazy. It's wonderful,
Yeah.
but and that is how we are gonna get AI, and that is, but I'm not talking about that problem solving kind of side of this topic. That's a different scenario, and that is what I'm trying to do my research on still. But again, when I say AI, there has been loads of this crazy miscommunication. You know, when things become popular, it's just become a pop culture thing.
Yeah.
Like games. I mean, 10 years ago, you be like gamer. Okay, you have some skills. You're part of some place. You do some. Now everyone is a gamer.
Yeah.
Like every
exactly,
second person is a gamer.
Just like they're a photographer.
Whatever. Yeah. Just exactly. I mean, these days, yes, you're right. I'm sure that they are better photographer, but that's not what I'm talking about because we are humans. We talk in that cultural, emotional term. So yeah.